Yeah, I was just watching another video, and I've been watching a lot more. Um, well, I had to get that one in before doing anything because it's yummy. I've been watching a lot more black commentators recently. Seems like the algorithm's pushing all black folks as uh, I want to say relevant, but that's not exactly the right word. Um, you know, linked or whatever. I forget the word. Connected to previous things that I've seen. But and yes, a lot of the black people are saying, "Oh, now the common argument. Oh, now it's a problem or whatever the hell." Yes, yes, I said this a while ago, 6, 8, 10 months ago. Like nothing's gonna matter until a white person is killed. Turns out it took two white people to be killed. And still, I said this I said this like 2 weeks ago. It's still not really gonna matter until like a 14, 15, 16-year old really beautiful white girl is killed from the Bible Belt, and she's doing something, you know, totally innocent, probably not even protesting or anything, but killed by an ICE agent. It's like she was just walking home carrying her books or backpack or something, and the ICE agent thought she was protesting, and they just busted her down. Boom, boom, boom. Well, she looked like a liberal, but no, she was a church going family. They were all Republicans. Their whole family's Republicans. You know, like all these things that are just radically gonna just set the Bible Belt like totally pissed off. Like their family is like, look at all our guns. Behind them, like they're just like 12 guns and shit. Like that, that might be like really like fucked up. And she's a cheerleader. Her sister that's 2 years older than her, also beautiful as shit. She's also a cheerleader. They got like a brother that's freshman in college, quarterback, all pro, we won the championship. It's like this family is just like the model plus 10 could make a fucking Netflix show series about them. Like that happens, you better watch the fuck out. You killed my baby. We gonna march on Selma and burn this motherfucker down. And then we coming to DC. Trump, you better not be there, bitch. It's gonna be the Million Redneck March. You know, that kind of shit. I think that might be the reason they're afraid to send their ICE army down south. Because they're like, we can't have that shit happen. Now I got all off on that, and I forgot actually why I was gonna. There was some shit I was gonna say. That has nothing to do with that. But I hope you had. I hope you had a laugh with all that bullcrap that I was talking about. Maybe I'll remember in a few minutes. But I was gonna try and say. Last video, the guy was talking about. Ah, fuck. I forgot. Sit with me for a minute while I smoke my cig and look inquisitively into the camera. Did you like that? See how I don't do those stupid edits that a lot of people do? Yeah. Everybody doing edits now. Like life has an edit button. It doesn't. You need to deal with the boredom in life. Sometimes when you're jerking off, it takes 20 minutes. I realize everybody wants to get it done in 2-3 minutes, but sometimes it just takes a little bit longer to get her done. Especially as you get older. You need to have some patience. Right, Minnesota? Yeah. Right. You're liking your struggle to masturbating? I'm sure you love that. It's kind of a cloudy day. I thought it was going to be. No, that's a couple of days from now that it's going to be sunny, apparently. Oh well. Yeah, it's not coming back to me. Whatever I was going to say. I forgot. I can't remember. That sucks. I guess I'm going to pause it and come back. Because, shit. I feel like I'd be cheating anybody that might watch this into only getting 9 minutes of bum. Let me go back and watch something. Maybe it'll pop back into my head. Sometimes you gotta do that. You try and think, and force it in, and you just need to like walk away for a minute, and then it'll come back. So be right back. Okay, whatever. This isn't what I was gonna say, but let me just say this because I'm watching. I just started a video, Latino disguised as black man to hide from ICE. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe Trump was a really good con man. But let me say this, because this is a totally different topic kind of a totally different topic from what I started with. It's not that difficult to be a good con man, skilled con man, to come in at a bad time in history, say all this shit, promise, make a whole lot of grandiose promises, and be like, I'm gonna bring you out of this. It's gonna be a great time. Just vote me into power, make me the leader, and I will show you how to do all these great things. I will turn this around. Everyone will be rich. You'll all have jobs. Everything will be great. Make all these promises. That's not that hard to do and get into office, And it's not that uncommon. A lot of politicians do that. A lot of politicians do that shit in good times and try to get in office. And both sides do that and compete over who can make the most grandiose claims. What's difficult and not very common is to run an election, run during bad times and say, look, I'm going to try some things. I'm going to run on some policies that are maybe kind of risky, unpredictable. I don't know if they're going to work. They're probably going to be pretty harsh. And you know what? They might fail. They might even fail bad. And yeah, but are you going to go with this other guy who's force feeding you a bunch of, let's face it, obvious bullcrap? I mean, so you can either go, choose one. Someone who's obviously feeding you bullcrap, or someone else who is telling you, look, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is going to work. I hope it's going to work. But life is unpredictable. I can't make a guarantee. You want a guarantee? Go to an appliance store. Buy a dishwasher. There you go. And you know what? In 2024, everybody seemed to want to go to an appliance store and buy a dishwasher. So, anyways, I'm going to watch that other video because I clicked on it because I was like, what the fuck? Latino disguised as a black man? That made me curious. So anyway, Latino disguised as black men. It's just I mean, it's a funny video, not in the haha kind of funny, but it's that kind of funny video. And he also said something that I think is true, not even just of Latinos, but of black people too, and even of white people too, poor white people, um, different kinds of poor white people, maybe, I don't know, but just of white people in general. That um, he said different segments of Latinos voted for Trump because they wanted the other Latinos out of the way. It's like Cuban, Mexican, even Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans are Americans, but it's like who knows? Yeah. It's like get those. Like I vote for you, get them out of here. And then you think again? I've said this same thing in other videos. You think someone like me knows? I mean, I would have to like look at your license or some piece of paper that you have and be like, oh, that's your national origin. I don't. I'm not a whatever that is, the uh, ethnobiologist, facial, whatever the fuck. I can I can barely tell the difference between like a Japanese facial structure and Chinese facial structure. Like I can do that for Asians. And I know that I could tell the difference between different black people's faces because black people have different kind of faces. You can see it, but like I don't know where those different facial structures originate in African ancestry and stuff. Like I don't know because I don't care. I'm not gonna do the research. Like oh, this one comes from Northeast Africa, and that's from Southwest Africa. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, fuck that. I don't give a shit. I don't even know about white people's ancestry because I don't give a shit. And I don't. Do you think I'm gonna educate myself on that? No, 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 no. This is a white person. This is a black person. This is a Hispanic Latino. That's an Asian. And like, if my dumbass ice personality person guy is like, get all the brown Mexican looking people out of there. That's you think you think my ignorant ass is gonna be like Hispanic? No, Mexican. Get all the Mexicans out of here. Gotcha, sir. I'm on the case. Can we get the black people out of here too while we're at it? No, 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 no. Not yet. Ah, gotcha. What about the liberals? No, 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 no. Not yet. Ah, okay. All right. So, just the Mexicans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's just for me. Like if you're, if, if you're, a Mexican ice trooper or the black stormtrooper, you know, I assume you are just as ignorant as the white ICE stormtrooper. And you're just as, you know, simple, you know. There are four groups of people kind of mentality. You got the job because it was McDonald's or ICE. And you're like, well, that one pays $40,000 a year and the other one pays, yeah, fuck that job. So it was not a difficult decision. ICE probably gives you benefits too. I mean, it is a government job, so, you know, might even be union. I don't know. Again, I'm not doing the research. I don't care. I'm honest about this shit. I don't, you know, my level of research is ice thin. It's thin of a sheet of ice. Razor thin. Anyways, okay. I am gonna get something to eat. I just don't know where. Should I walk my fat ass to the grocery store again? I just went there yesterday. I don't know if I feel like doing it 2 days in a row. What is it, Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Maybe I'll just put it off until tomorrow. Tax rich, kneecap rich boobs. Boobs.